What's happening, y'all? It's your man DJ Freak, and you're watching Some Fire Films TV.
Today, I got a guy with me that I've been waiting to sit down with for a while now. I first heard about him about 3-4 years ago. I saw that he had won Charleston City Paper DJ of the Year. I can't lie, that was the first time I heard about him. The first time we met was sometime last year, but he's definitely somebody that I've been paying attention to, watching his moves and seeing what he has coming up next. When I think about him, he's one of those people that's always trying. If you know me even just a little bit, I always say trying was the best thing I ever did. In this world we live in, there's good, there's bad. But I always feel like the more you try, the harder you try, you never know what you can accomplish. When I look at him on his social media, I'm seeing he's DJing here and there, putting out content. He's a barber, going to school and graduating, trying to be the best father that he can be. He's definitely somebody that motivates me to keep trying and be the best that I can be. Today I got with me DJ Freak.
That's love. That's love. Appreciate you.
What's going on, sir?
How you doing, man?
Can't complain, man. But like I said,
Fire
man,
intro.
I try. Like I said, man, I first heard about you probably about 3-4 years ago. I think that was what was that? Charleston City Paper, 2023.
Yeah. About 3 years ago, almost.
Okay.
Or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I can't lie, man. That was the first time I heard about you. I know a lot of people in the city, but I was interested, and I was like, he kind of popped up out of nowhere.
Nah, for real.
So, like, I guess talk about a little bit of your backstory, how you started DJing. I'm sure you were DJing way before you got that award. So.
No, yeah. So, when I started DJing, I actually became a DJ in 2021.
Okay. Wow.
I was living in Des Moines, Iowa. Mm-hmm. So I had moved to Iowa in 2020.
Okay.
Like fresh start to the pandemic. I had become a photographer and then moved there, started doing that. And then when I moved there, I met a DJ who was out there, and really one of the only black DJs, to be real, if not the only one, that had a residency someplace you can go to every weekend, and he was gonna be there, and you know exactly what you was gonna get in terms of the vibe, and it was just better than everywhere else to me, and the fact that it was just him, and you know you can't be everywhere at once. He was booked and busy, so you know one night I just went there and I asked him like, this is what I'm thinking about doing, stuff like that. He just gave me, you know, some free game and just told me to, hey, I think you can do this shit. Excuse my language. I think you can do this. And I went to a family function, 4th of July weekend, that 2021.
Right.
And the girl I was dating at the time, one of her family members was a DJ. Like her.
So you weren't a DJ before?
Nah, not at all. Like even in college, like I've always had an ear for it, an eye for it, and I always had it in me because one of my good friends, my mentor, Kyle, DJ Kyle Genesis out of Charlotte, he was formerly known as DJ Flexed Up Migo, who was at Coastal Carolina, and I would go to all his events, like when we would have the weekly things at the local bar, or you know, he was my mentor at the radio station that I was interning at. I would go help him set up, you know, break down, whatever the case may be. Just I would stand behind the DJ booth, like he had the DJ booth on top of the pool table, so he would stand on the pool table at the bar, which I thought was dope. Right. Like you DJing on the pool table. I would stand up there with him, and I just saw it for a long time and stuck with it. So then when I moved and was around another DJ that was doing this, I was doing the same thing, and my the girl that was there, her family member, like her cousin's husband was a DJ, and was at the cookout. And I was just standing around him, and I'm like I'm thinking about doing this. He told me, he said, I got some extra equipment that I'm not using. If you want to borrow it and tell me if you like it, and if you like it, then I'll sell it to you.
Right.
And that's, man, and shout out to Andy. Andy, bro, is one of the best things that could ever happen to me, because I took that and it was just a Newmark mixer. Didn't have no turntables on it. It was an actual controller, just a mixer, and gave me that. And I went and I had an HP laptop,
Right.
and I was DJing on that. And then I did that for 9 months before I got booked for an actual gig. So Christmas came around, I got a MacBook,
Right.
upgraded, and then I spent $375 on a Newmark controller and got some actual turntables. And 9 months went by, and I have been DJing at the crib and practicing and downloading music and doing little parties here and there, listening parties
Right.
for artists out there, little birthday parties and little cookouts just for free, like
That's how it starts.
just for free.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get paid maybe $150, and I'm out there 5 hours. Like, I don't care. He gave me a speaker to use. He gave me 2 speakers, I think, to use. So I ended up making money to pay him for the equipment that he gave me. I think everything I paid $400
Right.
for speakers and a little mixer. And then the DJ that I was talking about, who's downtown, who's the only black DJ, shout out DJ T-Max. DJ T-Max, a kid, he's now in Houston, but he had something to do, or he was booked somewhere out of town, and they called me, and he was like, fill in for me, and I filled in, and I killed it, and then they offered me Friday, and then him Saturday, like Saturday and Sunday. He had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was in Iowa.
Oh, okay.
So once I got in the club scene, I had already been DJing for almost a year
Right.
before I got my first like shot to DJ there. And then I started doing every Friday, and then he was doing Saturday and Sunday. And then he started doing, I think, Friday and Saturday, and I did like R&B on Sunday.
Okay.
So I started doing that, and then I moved home, and it was like starting over, because you had been a DJ. I had been a DJ for 2 years at that point. And then I moved home, and I got everybody know me from because I'm from here, but they don't know me as a DJ. So they barely knew me as a photographer, because as soon as I became one, I shot a couple of pictures here and I moved.
You left, right?
So I had to start from ground zero, and I was DJing here for about 3 or 4 months, just on the weekends. I got a regular job. I was working at Enterprise. Well, I was working at T-Mobile, which I transferred from, and then I got another job at Enterprise, and I was just DJing until I started DJing at La Creme on Christmas of 2023. I moved here Halloween. Moved back home Halloween of 2022.
Okay.
So Christmas of 2022, or New Year's Eve 2023, I had got my first shot to DJ down here, and I DJ down there for maybe two, 3 weekends, and still I have been DJing for 2 years. But start from the bottom in a new city, hey, I'm only getting paid 150, and I'm like, I don't want to do that, because I just went up my prices.
Right.
I was like, oh, man, I'm getting paid 250. So I did that, and then I started the party promoter that I got booked with at La Creme was doing it at Sultan's downtown for the day parties.
Right.
He's like, we need you here from 4 to 8. They got another DJ come from 8 to 12. I said, okay, cool. So I started doing that, and I started doing really good, playing good music, bringing the crowd in during the day a little bit. Then I started bringing the crowd in, and then I'm like, damn, I'm finna be off. This DJ finna start with a nice little crowd, which is always good when you walk in and you already got a crowd there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can get my bag. But it's the hardest part to me about DJing is being opener, because you have to start the party. You got to get people wanting to come in here when there's nobody in here, when they only see 2 or 3 people at the bar, and they be like, oh, we'll come back when there's more people in here. You got to play the good music, but you can't play all the hit records right now, because you don't want to sandbag the other DJ, and you just like play all the bangers, and then he get there and he like, man. But for me, that's part of like having a deep bag. Like, you have to go and download a lot of music and get in your bag with this music to where you playing hits, but it's not today's hits, to where people can still have fun. So I started doing that, and
Hold
then
on, I want to get too
my
deep.
bad.
We're going too fast. Hold on. But What were you doing before that? Because it sounds like you kind of jumped in and took off. So like, what was you doing before you even started DJing?
Just photography for real. I just like taking pictures.
So that was like your first dream, first love.
Yeah, after my love has always been like just being in front of the camera, whether that's on TV or something. And this is after your football dream. You know what I mean? After college, having my football dream and stuff like that. But like, I just wanted to be on camera. I was like, I'm gonna be on TV regardless somewhere. I'm gonna be in front of somebody's camera. So in college, I took up communications and media. So being in front of the camera or behind it doing production, something with the radio to where people can hear my voice. That was the thing. So the camera was like, I just had an eye for things. And I always tell people, sometimes I wish my eyes would just blink and take pictures.
Right.
Because sometimes some of the things I see or the way that I see them like deserves to be on a wall on a canvas.
Yeah.
And I think it's dope when you go to somebody's house and they got dope pictures, like canvases, where you can look at and it's abstract photos. So that's what I wanted to do. And I got into DJing, like that whole DJing backstory. Like I got into doing that and the opportunity to do that from photography, from shooting Moneybag Yo when he came to Iowa. I shot G Herbo. Like some of my most viral pictures are from these artists and going up on stage, having an opportunity to go on stage and take pictures of their DJ,
Right.
and sitting and talking to him like, hey man, what's the name of that board? I'm thinking about doing that. Same thing I was telling my man in the club. I was talking to big name DJs, like DJ Bounce in St. Louis, who's also one of my mentors, talking to him like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. What you shoot on? I'm shooting pictures of his hands on the board and like little aesthetics that they like. And I like visuals. So with the cameraman photography, ain't nothing like it. Like
if you had to pick and choose, either you were
don't make me.
gonna do the pictures or do the music. Which one you gonna pick? Right now, like if you had the perfect scenario.
At this very moment, I'm choosing the music.
Yeah.
Because
Why?
I still have things on my bucket list that I gotta achieve. Surprisingly, I achieved a lot on my bucket list from photography. Even now, still DJing. Like I was telling you in a production meeting, I had the opportunity to DJ in the DR for a wedding, and I took my camera out there. Like so, I got to shoot internationally, which was on my bucket list. I got to shoot a wedding and film a wedding.
Right.
I got to be published in magazines and stuff like that, and on Route 21's page on the internet for stuff like that. I also got to DJ for like the Baby and Boston Richie in the Panther Stadium for one of the players' kids' birthday party. I got to DJ alongside of my friend T Max for what's my man name from the West Coast, Jay Stone. I got to do that. When Lloyd came to Iowa, that was my first like big thing. One of my mans opened up for him, but I still haven't gotten a DJ at like Coachella or something like that.
We gonna talk about the goals in a minute.
Yeah, so that's why I would choose DJing right now, because that's still something I want to do.
You got still things you gotta accomplish.
Yeah, if I already did those things, photography for sure.
Yeah.
Like images, bro.
So that's the first love.
I love pictures, bro. I love pictures.
So like going back real quick to talking about when you had won Charleston City paper DJ of the Year, right? Mm-hmm. Like to me, I've never been, the biggest person on caring about awards, accolades, things of that nature. I feel like they're great. I don't really care about them too much, but like I'll have conversations with people and I'll be like, well, what did that do for you? Did that help you? Did that give you an opportunity? Did that open any doors for you? So once you won that award, like, did you see anything come from that?
No, honestly, and I had said that before. Like one of my DJ colleagues, he was telling me like, man, so and so won this award twice, or this person won it 3 or 4 times, and now they're at this place or that place, and I'm like, bro, I don't really care to be at certain places, venues, DJing there, because I want to DJ where my people could get in and my people could have a good time. And a lot of places They don't always like my people in there, even if we gonna spend money and show love and things like that.
Yeah.
So I already knew like if they were going to book me, they would have already booked me in those places. So winning this award ain't going, and it ain't going to change the way I think because my head not going to get bigger. I just would love to win the award and appreciate it winning the award. I tried to win again this year. Just for me, for personal goals, saying that as a photographer, I was published and I'm an award-winning photographer. Boom. I'm a DJ. I'm an award-winning DJ. And that's just a checklist and a goal. Like if there's something that has an award or it's a competition, I'm a competitor, I'm gonna try for it. If I don't get it, I still think I'm the same type of DJ I was before I won it.
Without it, right.
So, also I had already like was in the process of DJing. Like I had already DJed for one of the Panthers players. I hadn't DJed for the baby yet. That ironically came 3 weeks after winning the award. But I was already booked for the event. Like,
right, so that wasn't.
Yeah, so like I already started winning awards, and even now to this day, I still haven't DJed in a lot of places that I wouldn't mind DJing in, or that people would think you win an award that all right, this place would now get you booked in there. But I still haven't done that yet. So it really didn't do nothing for me as I expected it to.
Right. So when I first met you, I was downtown. We were talking, and I asked you what you love about Charleston and things of that nature. And then you told me one place I should go to was Gillies. R.I.P. Gillies.
R.I.P. Gillies.
I never got to go to Gillies.
They closed down.
You told me that you was from James Island. That's your side of town, right? And then I think a lot of times when people think about Charleston, depending on who you are, a lot of times people don't talk about James Island.
They don't.
So for a person who's from James Island, let me know what you love about James Island and tell me some of the things that you enjoy and things from what you remember as you were growing up in James Island.
I love being from the island. Honestly, and shout out to James Island, man. I'm from a place on James Island that's called Downcut, Ferguson Road. And I also grew up in Westchester, which is going towards Folly Beach. So when people think about James Island, that's what they think about. They think about Folly Beach. Is that next to the beach?
Right.
And that's usually the foreigners that's coming that just want to know where the beach are. But we got one high school over there. So community is a word that comes to mind when I think about the island. Very strong community and support, love, pride, being from the island. And then you got John's Island. So that's always the thing people talk about, what's the real island.
Right.
But, you know, coming up over there, it always felt like we were in our own little world, our own little bubble, because you had to cross the bridge to get over there. And you got to cross the bridge to get other places.
Right.
And we didn't really have much over there that people had other places. Like we had to go to across the bridge to go to the mall. You know, we had Walmart and all that, but you wanted to go to Target and these other places, you got to cross the bridge. To the gyms, like we had Gold's Gym, but if you want to go Planet Fitness and all these other places, you got to cross the bridge to go there. For work, you want to go downtown, you want to go to the bars and the clubs, you got to go across the bridge. So we just had to find fun. Like, you know, people often call it people country from over there because the things that we eat, squirrels and rabbits and raccoon, that's like the older folks, like my grandfolks and them. But like we had fun going to the skating ring. You know, we had roller skating over there. We had like a place called Ready, Set, Jump, where it was like a jump castle place and everything was like a bounce house. So that's stuff that we did, man. And like Ding Dong Ditch, like playing stuff like that. You knocking on people's doors and you running like before they come and answer. The football games, like every Saturday as a kid playing in the football games, you got the whole community out there. You playing the teams from downtown, so you might be coming downtown or going to West Ashley to St. Andrews, and you playing those teams. Going to middle school, and you know, we had 2 middle schools that were rivals, so it was excitement. Like now, it's just one middle school, and then you got like a math and science school, but now it's one middle school, one high school, a bunch of like 2 or 3 different elementary schools.
Right.
So everybody kind of know everybody, and you playing against each other, like, so it was rivalries and things like that. And it was just fun, man. And I would say, like, one of the best memories I had coming from the island was in middle school. Like, we were the school that was in the paper, because in Charleston city paper, we 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, I think we lost 2 games. We were 54 and 2, like, which was crazy.
Okay.
And we were coming up in high school, so everybody was watching us in our class, and we got to play together for 3 years and then 4 years. Some people played together 6 years, or 7 years. And me, I moved away. I went to other places, but, you know, being a military brat. But that was some of the best times, you know. Then good music was coming out. Lil Wayne was in his bag. Taylor Swift was out. Miley Cyrus party, like. So it was a fun time coming on the island. But, you know, even now to this day, when I'm DJing, I might shout the island out. People are looking at me like,
Yeah.
man, we from downtown or no Charleston. Like, that's what
Right.
people think about. Like, but when they think about the island, they think about Folly Beach.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
you know, it's growing.
And isn't your boy Roddy White?
Roddy White from the
Roddy
island.
White,
Shout out to the family.
Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's
one of the
from
greatest,
the
one of the
island.
greatest of all time, in my opinion.
Okay.
Him and Julio, when it comes to being on Atlanta Falcons,
Okay.
like one of the greatest of all time.
Right. So as of now, man, R.I.P. Gillies. Like I said,
I wish you would've got to go there,
I never got a
man.
chance to go there. If somebody said, I want to venture off, I want some good food, I don't want food downtown, I don't want to go to the beach.
I would have sent them to Gillies, bro. The best soul food in the city, like the best. From the mac and cheese, egg rolls, like they got the soul food egg rolls, mac and cheese, collard greens, red rice, and an egg roll,
Yeah.
things like that. But
Well,
I
second
would say
second best.
Oh man, on the island or just Charleston?
I'm on the island right now.
On
I
the
called
island.
you. I'm hungry. I need something right now. Where you telling me to go?
I'm gonna tell you. You know what? I'm gonna tell you to pull up. Man, honestly, and I'm just gonna. I've been here once. I'm gonna tell you to pull up to the break.
The break? Okay,
Yeah,
I've been there. I've been to the break.
They got good. It's a bar. They got good food.
I never
Very
had
chill
their food.
vibe.
Never had the food, but I've been
You
there.
know, when I go to a bar, football scene, I'm talking trash.
Right.
Wings. If your wings are, first of all, the wing taste, they got to be big enough. Pause. And 2, I don't need it to be $18 for 12 wings, bro.
That's what
If you
gonna
got like
charge.
14,
That's what they gonna charge you.
$15, but if you got like $8 for 6, and they're cool, I might get 8. I might get 6 more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they come with fries, all that. I might get that. So I'll do the break. But man, Gillies was that, like, that was the place I was going to sing to for real. Like, other than bar food, there's plenty of spots that you can go to. They got a barbecue spot over there, like right across from where Gillies was, like behind the Money Man Pond. They got a restaurant right there. That's good. But you know, for me, now I shop at Aldi, so they got an Aldi on James Island. That's even better. But I definitely would say the break. Now that Gillies is gone, man. R.P. Gillies, man.
What's going on, guys? Sun 5 Films here. If you live in Charleston or the surrounding areas and you need a videographer, please let me know. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, live performance, I do a little bit of everything. So once again, please let me know. Now let's get back to the interview. You're watching Sun 5 Films TV. So yeah, I know there was still some things that you said that you want to accomplish that you haven't done yet. You know, as far as like your photos and the music and the DJing. So what are some of those things that you haven't accomplished yet?
In terms of photography, it's real simple to me. It's not like huge things I want to accomplish. Like, for instance, I want somebody to buy one of my pictures or canvases and have them showing up in their house or their venue. I think that's super dope. And that's really the best thing about pictures for me in photography, seeing art because that's what it is. Also to be able to take pictures at like a sporting event, like an NFL or NBA game. And in terms of DJing, I want to DJ at like I said, at like a Rolling Loud or Coachella or BET Awards, the Grammys, whoever artist I'm DJing for, like DJing their set there, or just on tour with an artist, to where I'm DJing in these venues every month, every weekend I'm somewhere DJing. I think that's major for me, just because that'll be just getting me in front of more eyes. But like I've taken pictures for Moneybagg Yo already, for G Herbo and these bigger artists. I've opened up for Lloyd. I've DJed for The Baby, for Boston Richie, for Jay Stone. So these things I want to do for myself, but once I do those, then I got to figure out some more goals, because I'm somebody that's never satisfied. But I would say those are some of my goals for sure. Like, and maybe for photography, like I definitely want my picture to be in Times Square somewhere. Like I want to, whether it's a model I take a picture of, or if maybe like a self-portrait, or maybe like a portrait of nature or whatever it might be. I want it to be, I want to go to Times Square and turn around and point up and say that that's my picture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's definitely something I got to get done.
So what's it gonna take for those things to happen?
I definitely got to do what I've been doing and just keep marketing myself. In terms of DJing, I've been dropping more content, trying to drop it consistently. Even when I feel like I'm dropping it too much, or I'm watering it down, or you always see me, I think that's what needs to be done for people to grow. Business cards, stuff like that, and I gotta get more consistent with my pictures as much as I am with my DJing. But one thing that people don't think about, and I think it's cliche when you say you gotta spend money to make money. Like I do it already, but I gotta do more of it. I gotta go to these events and put myself in front of these people to hand out my business cards.
Right.
Buy concert tickets, knowing that I'm not gonna be on the stage, but I can get as close to the stage as I need to, so I can put, my business card in somebody's hand, or go talk to the manager. I do it with these clubs, like how I try to get in these other venues. I drive to Charlotte, I drive to Columbia, an hour and a half, maybe 3 hours away. I drive to Savannah, I drive to Jacksonville. Right. Just to go to a bar. I'll get a hotel for a night or two just to go to bars, clubs, and not spend money and have a good time, but ask to speak to the manager, whoever's in charge, and shake their hand and, meet them in person and do the things the old fashioned way. But that's just what you got to do sometimes to get where you need to be, because it's only so much of Instagrams that they will respond to, Instagram DMs or Facebook DMs or emails. I like to, for people, for me, it's going to be hard for you to tell me no right in front of my face.
Yeah,
so,
man. You got to, like they say, you got to shake hands and kiss babies, man.
Yeah. On my presidential campaign, man, that's what I got to do. That's what I got to do.
You got to talk to these people face to face, man. Like, we live in this world where everybody is just on social media and they want to just post stuff on the internet, and they think that's what it's going to do. But, like, years ago, people were shaking hands, passing out flyers, business cards, and doing that. And I feel like people have gotten away from that.
Man, you had to do that just to date somebody. You got to talk to them face to face. You got to go knock on their door, meet their parents.
Yeah.
Like, you got to talk. You got to have a good mouthpiece on you, because you got to talk to them all day in school, convincing them that, this our last conversation at 3:30 this afternoon until I see you tomorrow. Like, we ain't got no phone to text. This is a house phone we can't be on. Like, you thinking about that person all day. You really got to like that person to be able to. So I just try to keep things old fashioned in some aspects of it. You know what I mean? Like this content thing, like I said, I still got to do more of that and drop it consistently. But that's just, doing the groundwork. Like the street marketing is what I call it. Passing your stuff out, going putting stuff on. I still put stuff on people's windshields. I go and ask to speak to the managers at these clubs, at these bars, at these corporate venues. I shoot my shot. You know what I mean? Like they say nowadays, and that's just what you got to do for real. Because scared money don't make no money, and closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, man. Shoot or shoot.
That's right.
Shoot or shoot. But I know you're a father too, man, and just just talk about that a little bit, man. You know, like talk about like the things you've learned and the things that you enjoy and just how has life changed since you became a father.
Honestly, man, it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. I became a father strangely. I won't say strangely. You know how we all become parents, but you know, for me, it was a situation where it was like a one night stand thing, like a one type of thing, and you know, I moved away and found out months later that I'm gonna be a dad. You know, so I moved back home and just really took the steps to be a father. You know what I mean? And I don't think most people in my situation at 20, I'm 28 now. I'll be 29 this year. So at 24, when I just turned 24, to be living like we talked about earlier, I was living in Des Moines, Iowa. Like to move back here, like most people who 24 ain't gonna do that. And if especially with somebody that they really don't know, you know what I mean? So to do that and to come back and watch him just grow and be there, it's been one of the best things that ever happened to me. Like slowed me down, and I feel like for a long time I've been a dad. Like I've had a dad mentality because I'm the oldest child, and my mom has, so I'm a big brother
Right.
of girls. So, you know, being there, having responsibility and stuff like that is something that it's not no stranger to me. And just seeing it's different because it's me. Like I
Right.
see me as a baby, as a little child, and now I see the things that he does that I used to do, or you know, it made me a better teacher, gave me a lot more patience. Not to say that I didn't have any patience, but it's a different level of patience with a child than just having patience with yourself or being patient at a red light. You know what I mean, or something like that. So, you know, it's taught me about myself and made me look in the mirror and made me be okay with not going out on the weekend sometimes, or you know, making me work extra hard because I want to be the dad that I'm in the gym. So I need, my health has to be right. I want to be around for a long time for him. I want to be the dad that can run around at football practice with you. I want to, or train you. So when you go to football practice, you might get coached by somebody else, but you're going to be ahead because of what you do at home. I want you to be bilingual. You know, I work on learning Spanish and you know these other languages. 15 minutes a day, I'm on Duolingo. You know, trying to learn something. I want you to do that too, so you could be in a position to where you be a little bit ahead. You know what I mean? So it's made me try to better myself. Getting up early. You know, that's one of the things that kind of was new to me. You know, being a big brother, like I had a lot of responsibility, but I didn't get up at 5 when my sister was crying. My mom did.
Yeah.
But I helped out. I might have got up and made my mom a bottle while she do that or change her diaper or something like that. But now it's me. My son woke me up the other morning at 5:30 because his juice was empty.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't go back to sleep till 7. So now I'm up.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's part of the patience. That's part of the process of changing your lifestyle. And honestly, it's been nothing short of amazing, to be real. Nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, man. I love it, man. I'm a dad too. My little girl, she just turned 7. So it's a beautiful thing, man. And
It is.
it changes your life. It makes you want to be a better person. Like, you know, like I think about my childhood and, you know, all the things that like my parents and grandparents instilled in me. And when you're a kid, you don't think about those things in the moment, but you know, years later down the line, you look back and you're like, oh yeah, mama taught me this, grandma taught me that, like daddy taught me this, and I'm gonna stand on these things. You know, these are my morals. These are the things that who I'm gonna be. So I could try to, you know, be a good person because that's how I was taught. That's how I was raised, and I try to instill a lot of things in my daughter. So I love that, man. Like you know,
That's the best part, man. And honestly, like I can say all the things that I've been taught, or even by my parents, my grandparents, whatever the case may be, aunts, people in the neighborhood that gave me game. Like a lot of things I've used. Like it's come into play for me and it's major. And like you said, when we don't really think about it when we were a kid, but we want to rush it so bad. Like, oh, I can't wait till I'm an adult. I can't wait till and man, if I could go back to those days, I'd give my right arm. to be a child again, so I
Yeah.
can do it all over. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I was so ready to be up out of the house, and
Yeah.
I want to be 18. I want to be able to go to the club, and
Yeah.
it ain't everything that it has been cooked up to be. So, you
Yeah.
know, I don't really regret anything back then. Now, like I said, it is a lot of things have taught me and helped me out with parenting now, and it's been nothing short of amazing. It's a learning process for sure, still every step of the way. But maybe I have another one. I want to be a girl dad. I think my favorite player of all time is Kobe Bryant. I think there's between him and LeBron, there's very hard to tell me that they're better parents than those two. Like when it comes to being girl dads,
Yeah.
Deion Sanders is an incredible dad too, and these are just people that that I admire.
Right.
But
Right.
there's regular dudes that are around. I got girl dads that are amazing dads. You yourself included. Like
Yeah.
so, but you know. I had a boy for the first one, which is what I wanted too. Like when I was a kid, I always say, man, I want a son so he could be just like me. I could teach him this, he play sports and all that, and
Right.
that's what God gave me. So I'm happy about that. But if not, I mean, I'm gonna be like a dude athlete. I'm gonna be one and done, and I'm gonna call it quits.
Yeah,
But
man. One
you
and
know,
done. One
I
and
got
done over there.
nephews and nieces, so even if I'm not a dad again, I'm a father figure to others. So and that's being that and a mentor. That's what I feel like my purpose is
Yeah.
here on this life, and is to inspire and to create change through other people. So I might not can do it, but somebody else gonna say, my Uncle Manny or my dad taught me how to do this. So so that's the
Yeah,
biggest thing for
man.
me.
There's something special about being a dad, man. Like we get a bad rap sometimes, or we don't get the same love and
That's
attention
crazy.
sometimes. Man, I get it, man. Mama Bear, Mama Bear probably gonna always be looked at as number one, man. But like, there's real dads out here. I'm a real dad, man. We reading books together. Like, I'm picking you up from school. Like, I'm teaching you how to, you know, do your little homework, and you try to, okay, we going in the kitchen today. I'm gonna teach you how to cook something. Like, I'm a real dad, man. So like, I appreciate seeing dads with their kids, man. Like me and my old man didn't have the best relationship, so like I want to be a great dad no matter what. But like even just because of our relationship, I want to be a great dad even more.
100%.
Yeah,
You always want to be better than what came before you, and that a lot of people say, "Oh, no disrespect," but that shows a lot of respect. Like the person that I was a superhero to me, my parents were superheroes to me. I want to be a superhero, not because I want to be better than my parents, but I I want to be just as great as them. I want to be one of the greats too. I want to be on Mount Rushmore of parents. That's what I consider my parents as, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
right, right, right. Man, so many different things about you, man. Like I feel like we're gonna be here for a while, but you also a barber. So like, what made you want to do that? Was it just something you always loved to do? Was it a financial thing? Like, what were the reasons why you decided you wanted to be a barber?
Honestly, it is financial. Like I see how much the industry is growing, how much barbers make, like, or can make, have the potential to make. But I love the barbershop environment, bro. Like, my favorite movies of all time, no particular order. Barbershop, the first one, Barbershop, Rush Hour, Bad Boys, the second one. Bad Boys 2, first Barbershop, and whatchamacallit, Rush Hour, the second one. Like, I love the barbershop environment. I love being like, it's therapeutic. It's therapy when you can go somewhere and, talk about life, talk about sports. You can get mentorship. You can pray. We talk about God in the barbershop. You listen to good music. You laugh. You cry maybe. And you leave looking good, smelling good. Like, come on, you can't beat that. And I wanted to leave somewhat of a legacy any way I can for my son to follow after, or at least have a blueprint of. I don't want you to be me, but when you have a blueprint, like my dad did this, this, and this, and this, nepotism for me is big. Like I want my son to be able to. Why not? You go somewhere and they say, "Oh, your dad was this. This is who your dad was. Hey, you come here." Like you got a foot in the door just because off your dad, or because your dad taught you these skill sets. You were ahead of these other kids your age, or people, your individuals your age, and now you can get your foot in the door that way. So if I was a barber, you know, coming out of high school, graduating, and I can go to college and cut hair because now I got my license. If I'm in college with my license, now you can't kick me off of campus because I'm licensed to do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you ain't licensed to do certain things, you be like, hey, and you making money, you got to go, or you got to put it up. Like you can't cut hair in your dorm room because you making money. You ain't licensed to do that. You don't got no permit.
Yeah.
They don't even want you selling water on the side of the road, lemonade with no
that's
permit.
true.
So you got that. Now what? Now you gotta be my business partner. You gotta let me do this. I can only do this type of night till this. We got rules, but now I can do that. Now I can make money, $20 to $30 a person back then, 2015, 2016, for 3 or 4 years. I'm growing. I probably could have now had enough money to own my own barbershop and have other people work for me.
Right.
I could have been now maybe one of those $100 barbers. You know what I mean, for haircuts, which I think is outrageous. I'm not going to disrespect the industry because if you put in a service, whatever you feel like you're worth is what you charge. For me, I charge what I charge for haircuts because I feel like they shouldn't be nothing crazy. But I know what I put in, the hours I put in, what I study, graduate, and things like that. Like that's major for me. But like to go back to the question and putting like teaching my son a trade, like I also want to be financially free to where I don't have to be here all day, clocked in, clocked out. I only get in this check every 2 weeks when I work every day.
Yeah.
I come in here and bust my behind every day, and I can't get my money till next week. Then when that money comes, it's gone. You got bills and all of that. And like I said, I see how much some barbers make a month, some barbers make a week. If I can make $1,500 a week, $1,100 a week, $5,000 a month, oh man, wait till I up my prices or I start doing other things. Like so if I make $5,000 a month from barbering, some barbers make $10,000 a month. Right. If I'm making $5,000, but I'm making another $5,000 DJing, we making the same thing. I doing 2 jobs, and I gotta do I don't gotta clock in. That's one of the main things. And to go back to the environment, bro, I love going. Sometimes, bro, I don't got no, and right now I have to just start over in this career.
Right.
Meaning I'm in the process of building my clientele. Sometimes giving out free haircuts to put my face in front of people's faces in their neighborhoods and stuff like that. Like I go to the barbershop even if I don't got no clients and sit there for hours because when people walk in, you might gotta walk in, you might get a new client. But when other people come in there, they see you like, man, I know you cut here too. Like I done got that so much times, like being in a barbershop. Man, you cut here too? Man, hustle man, how many jobs you got?
Yeah.
Like I enjoy going there because I enjoy seeing ESPN on the TV. I enjoy coming in here and, we therapists too. Like I got clients come sit in the chair. When they leave, we done got teary-eyed again. I'm cutting your hair and I got to take a break real quick.
Right.
Because you telling me you got cancer. You telling me like your mom's sick. You telling me your daughter is going through this, your son going through this, you going through this, you going through a divorce. Like you got caught. You know what I'm saying? You got your first wedding. You know what I mean? You having a kid. You graduate in high school. We talk about life, like where you see yourself. You know what I mean? Like that right there for me. Like I said, I felt like that's what I was put on this earth to do, is to inspire and to encourage, be a mentor to people and share my story and give game to other people. And if I can do that while making you look good and feel good, man, like that's a plus. That's a great person. Somebody that can make you look good, feel good, and you can talk to them about anything. Shit. That's why I do it, man. And I love it. Like I love it for real.
What's going on, guys? Sun5 Films here. If you made it this far into the interview, thank you. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now let's get back to the interview. You're watching Sun5 Films TV. What's your superpower? And what I mean by that is, what do you do? What does DJ Freak do that nobody else can do? as a DJ, as a person?
My ability to command a room is my superpower.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a thing that's a great question. I feel like that's such a thing that's so underrated. Is people that can command the room. Like I feel like when I walk into the room, it's mine at that point. Like not even to be cocky, but like I'm such a competitor. Like I love sports, bro. I feel like that's just in me. Everything is personal. And that's not a bad thing. When people say, oh, no, it's just business, not personal. Everything's personal. When I walk into somewhere, I want it to be mine. Like, I don't want all the attention, but I want it to be mine in terms of I now control what goes on. You know what I mean? In terms of the energy. So that way I can never be scared to walk in a room because I'm scared of what's going to happen or they fighting here. That ain't happening where I'm at because I'm there. It's just as simple as that. Like, so when I'm DJing, if I'm not DJing, if I walk in somewhere, they know Freak there.
Right.
Like, okay, Freak here. What's the vibes like? The DJ might, and there's no disrespect to any DJs, the DJ might see me walk in there and be like, oh, it's time for me to go crazy now. The Freak walking here. Like, so now you wondering why the music done changed. And oh, this DJ starting to turn up a little bit. The pressure's on. Like, but it's no pressure. Because sometimes when DJs walk in where I'm DJing, let me show my boys what's up, man.
Right.
And let me show them some love. Let me shout them out on the mic. Sometimes I walk in a place and the DJs shout me out on the mic. But when I'm DJing and I'm on the mic, I could cut the music off and talk for 2 minutes. And nobody gonna be like, man, shut up and play the music. They gonna be like, oh shit, what Free talking about? I'm gonna tell you in that 2 minutes, go take a shot, tip my bartenders, shout out to you for your birthday. And this is how I can tell it works because when I cut the music back on, there's 4 or 5 people that come up to me and say, hey, my friend's here, can you shout them out on the mic? Now people want, oh, that DJ, that people listen when he talk.
Right.
We want you to listen when he say it's my friend's birthday.
Yeah.
Like we want you to listen when he says it's my birthday. We want you to listen so you can command the room and control the crowd. When you can attract people, you can take them on whatever type of roller coaster ride you want to take them on. But if you can get them in the seat and strap them in,
Yeah.
bro, you can't tell. Like, you there now.
Right.
You got to go on this ride. And either you're going to love it or you're going to want to get off it and throw up.
Right.
Like, 9 times out of 10, they love it. So
Okay.
that's definitely one of my superpowers because I love it. I can feel it, like, when it's activated. When I walk in there, I'm like, oh. Like, sometimes I'll go to a spot and the DJ, I won't be DJing. He hand me the mic. Hey, do your thing. Like, because I ain't finna talk on the mic. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm cool with that.
Okay. So when you're old and gray, sitting in that rocking chair, that wheelchair, when you look back at your life, what do you want to see? What do you want to say you did, you accomplished? And also, what do you feel like your purpose in life is?
Oh, man. That's a great question. That's 2 great questions. I want to look back and I just want to see everything that I envisioned happen. I don't care if, like, because for me, success and being rich is rich in spirit and not having to worry about anything. Everything is taken care of. I want to make sure when I look back that more people than not can say, I did this because I seen Freak do it. Or Freak showed me how to do this and it made me want to do that because when he showed me how to do it, it gave me inspiration to make some money from it or to feed my family. I want to be able to look back and people say, you remember when you did this for me? Look what it is now. You remember when you gave me that $50? I went and bought a mic. That mic helped start my podcast as #1 in the world right now. Because I just want to look back and realize that to jump into the second question of what my purpose here is, I want to look back and realize that I have inspired a nation, like a village. I want it to be that much people that have seen me do something or do multiple things and decide to do multiple things. Why you think like people be hating when other people copy them and stuff like that? It's different from copying for inspiration and copying just to for a flex. Like if you copy because you inspired, like that's what trendsetters do. That's what leadership is for people to follow. If I can have a lot of people follow me and say I did this because Freak did it, and that's really the only reason, that's what life's about. To multiply, to reproduce, not just human beings, but ideas, like inspiration, dreams. Other people, there's a lot of people with the same dream, but they don't know how to get there. If I can inspire somebody to get to where they need to be, like, cause people inspire me, like every single day I find inspiration in everything, and that's why I mean everything is personal. So if I could be Nipsey Hussle to somebody what Nipsey Hussle was to me, that's why I got him tatted on my chest. Like, I'm cool with that. Job well done.
Right. So what's the best piece of advice someone either taught you or you learned from somebody? Best piece of advice.
Be yourself. Everybody's already taken. Simple. Be yourself. Everybody already taken. Ain't no need to be somebody else. And being yourself will get you further. It's cliche. Being yourself will get you further than money can. Because that's going to get you the money. But it's going to get you so far. You're going to make so much money just being yourself because people going to love to be around you. Some people, I don't want nothing from you. Just come chill with me real quick. Let me be around some good company. And you can cut hair. And you could DJ. I got good company. I can get a haircut. And we could have a party. Like, just for me being myself. For me being myself, people have said your money's no good here.
Right.
You come here, your money's no good. Don't even reach for your wallet. You're good. Like that right there. That means more than to anything to me, to be real. So, to be honest, like, I've been in a position where I've tried to be what they thought I should be, and it led me to a place of depression, of suicidal moments, attempts. It led me to hell, to rock bottom, because it's something that you got to keep up with. It's like a lie. You got to tell a bigger one to keep up with the first one. Now you got a lie that you can't control, and you suck the lie so much to where you think it's the truth. But when it's cliche when they say the truth will set you free, when you just be who you truly are, you free. Like, ain't nobody, I don't care what people think about me. I got piercings in my face and my nose, tattoos on my face. People probably think, oh, he swing this way, that way, bro. I'm me. Like, I love women. Anybody can think what they want to think. Like, I don't care about that. People see me with these things and think, oh, you think he a thug? He got these things when I pull up in a, well, it's a bunch of different demographics. And they looking at him like the only black dude in the room. Like, but I'm me. You got to have a conversation with me. And once you do, you're going to be like, oh, man, we love him.
Right.
But thank you, because I love me too. And I had to learn, by being me, I had to learn how to do that.
Right.
Being somebody different, somebody you're not, like, you don't love yourself because you don't know who you are. And I think with being your authentic self and learning who you are is the golden key in life. It's going to lock so many doors for you.
Right.
And your aura is going to draw people to you. And that's unbeatable. 100%.
I like that. So, what's one thing that people may not know about you? Or what's one thing that, like, people think about you and that's not even what it is? It's just a misconception.
My name. Like, people, oh, DJ Freak, or you must do this. Or, like, I had a lawyer tell me this. She said, I know you're a DJ. I know what comes with that. Bro, what I mean?
Right.
You think that mean I got to get drunk? That I do? I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm a rock star, I'm a party animal. I come home at 5 a.m. Bro, people, one thing that people don't understand, that people, and it's simple, like, it's not gonna be like, oh, I read books and all that. I do. I read a lot. People don't understand how to myself I am. Like you see me and people always think you in everybody's face. Like you always telling everybody hi. You know everybody. Bro, I love my solitude, bro.
Sound like me.
I am at the crib
You sound like
making
me.
content, making a mix. If I invite you to my crib, some people have came to my crib and be like, bro, why you so quiet? Why you? I'm like, bro, I'm smoking, like my Law and Order on. I'm a simple man, bro.
Right.
Like my Sports Center on. I'm cool. Like I might read a book or two. I might get on a PlayStation, but I am so chill, bro. I don't ask for much. I don't need much from somebody. Even like when you get deeper into like being in a relationship, I don't need shorty to do a lot for me. I cook, I meal prep, I do all of that at the crib. I love being in dad mode.
Right.
And when people say dad mode, I'm in dad mode even when my son with his mom, he not with me. I'm coming home, I'm making sure the crib's straight, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking for myself, I'm getting my laundry folded, I'm making sure my room is clean. Bro, you know how satisfying it is to clean my room and I look back like, damn boy, this room look good. Like decorated, bro. I love doing home decor. That's something people don't know. Like I love creating a vibe.
Right.
Like, and when you come into my crib, you're like, bro, it's nice. When you come into my room, you're like, oh, I see why I see why people don't want to leave when they come in here. Like, that's what it is. That's what I want. I like candles. You know what I mean? I like scents.
Yeah.
So on my off day, you can catch me in the mall. I might be at Bed Bath and Beyond or Bath and Body Works. Like, I might be getting the candle sale, $14 sale. Like, I need that. I know all about that. My grandma's a coupon head. I got coupon books. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I love doing that. I love my solitude. But people wouldn't think that because people think that I be out every weekend. Man, after I DJ somewhere, like let's say I'm downtown at Sultan's and they close at 12. At 12:30, I am pulling up to my driveway.
Yeah.
I might go to these other clubs for a low second, but I'll go in there and I'm the I might person. I might you to death. If you about to go down there, I might pull up. If it's a might, it's a no. If it's a might, it's a no.
Right.
But I just love my solitude, man. I love being by myself, and that comes from feeling like I've been alone before, feeling like I had to be by myself, feeling like, I don't want to be here no more. There's nobody but me, and just being in darkness. And like Bean said, I was molded by it, raised by it. The light is blinding to me sometimes. So
Yeah.
I've been in the darkness and been by myself so long that now that's all I want to do. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's a bad thing. Like people hear me say that and be like, bro, you need to go to therapy, which I do. Shout out to Miss Sarah. But I like the darkness, man. I've become friends with my demons, and now they're not demons to me no more. They some of my bad friends. Like some of the people my mom and them used to tell me not to be hanging around because they're gonna get you in trouble. You can have you smoking weed out here and getting suspended, getting into fights. And I had those friends, and I'm still cool with them to this day. I might see them in the street, like, bro, you remember what's up, bro? But I know that that we not on the same path. Like what they do, I don't do. I can't do no more. But it's all love.
Right.
Same thing with my personal demons, man. I'm cool with being by myself, and if I feel like it's getting heavy and depression coming and they attacking me, then I handle that, and I do it by myself. But solitude, bro, that's all I need. That's all I need.
Yes, sir. Sound like me in a lot of ways.
No, for real.
We'll save that for another day. We don't want to start crying in here.
You see me, I'm like, all right, we good to me.
Word. Man, but I know you got to get out of here, man. I had you here for a while, but before you get out of here, definitely give your contacts, man, and definitely tell the people anything else you want them to know about DJ Freak.
First of all, man, I thank you for having me, bro. We've been talking about it for a long time. I'm excited when they see this. Shout out to everybody out there that's going to see this. And make sure you like, subscribe, share Sunrise Films TV, Sunfire Films TV. Make sure you subscribe. Dope interviews, DJs, artists, regular folk. Man, listen, business, chefs, bro, listen. Everybody has been here, and it's gonna keep continuing to grow. So much success to you, Sunfire Films. And for those that's out there, when you need to find me, you can find me on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever the case may be, at HEYYDJFRE4K. That's Hey DJ Freak. Again, that's HEYYDJFRE4K. And you can stay tuned in to all the up and coming content I got, all the DJ updates, the barber updates. You can book a haircut. You can book me to play some music for you. I'm actually going on tour soon with one of my artists, one of my best friends. Shout out to Austin Tyler. Here soon. I'm in Alabama next month. But I also got DJ Freak TV on YouTube. Go subscribe to the channel where you can also see all of my live mixtapes, my vlogs, my fitness journey I'm on. And if you ever need anything, a ear, a mentor, a therapist, just hit me. Just hit me and I'll do my best to be there for you, because somebody was also there for me when I was drowning. You know what I'm saying? So as Dory says, just keep swimming. And I'll see y'all next time.
This DJ Freak. I go by the name of Sunfire Films, and you're watching Sunfire Films TV.
That's my daddy.